Peace, family. This is Dr. Sadiki Baye coming to you once again, as usual, on every Saturday, on time to share with you what the Creator has blessed me with in honor of the ancestors. Now, today is a special day, for this is the day that the Lord has made, and we must rejoice and be glad in it. And so the Lord means the laws of the universe. The one who gives the laws is titled the Lord. So whoever gives the laws is called the Lord. So we don't have to be tripping on these terms here. We must study to show our self approval. So family, today I have something special for you, and the topic is passion. Passion. But before we get into the subject, I would like to say to you to view my other videos and push like and subscribe and pass it on. Because once again, all of us have something to offer. So by the time we share everything each one of us have, look how powerful we all become. So family, let us grow together. We got in this mess together and we got to come out together. So, family, let's go ahead on and get into this topic, this very important topic, which is essential to regaining our balance. And we're going to talk about passion. Now, passion means a strong and barely controllable emotion and feelings. In other words, it's a very strong belief in something. Yes. So in relationships, passion is a strong feeling. It's a strong uh, emotions of love, of enthusiasm. So, and it's a very intense thing there. So let us continue to be passionate about what we are about. And you're going to see along the way, you're going to hear along the way how passion can benefit you and how passion can either go the other way. So let us talk about passion in reference to um, how it applies to us as a people. Now, there is a difference between passion. No, first of all, let me say this. There is a difference between passion and love. So, passion is deals with the sexual and romantic feelings, but love deals with a strong affection towards someone who is close to you. Put your ears on what I'm saying, family, and listen closely to what I'm saying, because this is extremely important because they flipped everything on us and now we became passion with destroying ourselves and one another. Because life doesn't excuse ignorance, so we must get back to etymology, the true meaning of things, so that we can get it correctly, so that we can get to A to B as smooth as possible. So, as I said before, there's a difference between passion and love. Passion deals with your sexual and romantic feelings, but love deals with strong affection towards someone that you really care about. So let's talk about. Oh yeah. Before I do, let's understand that passion is a part of love. within a relationship, a part of the love in a relationship, especially between a couple. So, family, let's get a little bit more deeper in here. Let's look at uh, what passion is when it comes to religion, and particularly the Christian religion, since most of us are deeply familiar with that. And it could be sound like a little contradiction here, but passion in religion means to suffer, to bear, to endure, from which uh, comes patience. Now, an example of it is Jesus. Jesus suffered, he bared, he endured, and he had much patience, from which is patience. And we as a people, the same thing. Check it out. We suffered. We bared a lot of things. We endured a lot of things. But from that comes patience, or from which is patience. So we had a lot of patience going through what has been done to us. But now it's time to turn this thing around. But we must understand the terminology. We must understand the process of patience so that we can be about the business of regaining our balance as the ancestors having a human experience. Yes, family. So let's understand that there's two kinds of patience. Two kinds of patience. There is harmonious patience and there is obsessive patience. And both of them are extremely powerful emotions. Now, harmonious patience is the good patience. And that patience is when you are passionate, not patience. I keep saying patience, but it's passion. Uh, pa- Harmonious passion is a passion that's when you are passionate about what you are passionate about. Harmonious uh, passion is when you are passionate about what you are passionate about. And that is what makes you feel good, which inherits pleasure, which doesn't conflict. Now, on the other hand, obsessive passion is the kind of passion that is when you are, are achieving, which means achievement. And that's when you're trying to prove something to somebody. So let's get those two things, understandable. Let's get it in and understand those two passions. And again, the harmonious passion is when you're passionate about what you're passionate about, and which means the things that makes you feel good, the things that inherit pleasure without conflicting. And obsessive passion is achievement when you're trying to prove something to somebody. So let's get those two things uh, in order so that we'll know the difference. So, family, passion is what motivates us. Listen to this. Passion is what motivates us to do what we love. It motivates you not only to do what you love, but it's also the fuel that keeps the fire burning. Yes. Not only that, Passion is when you blend your personal interests with your emotions and your feelings. When you're blending what your personal interests are with your emotions and your feelings, that means you're all in. That's passion. Now let's keep in mind that passion deals with your being, but love deals with the way you're living. So again, let me put it in more simple terms. That passion is a state of being, and love is a state of living. But both of them are powerful emotions. Both of them are powerful emotions, but we must know the difference. So, family, in life, in life, passion gives you a reason to keep on learning. You know, a lot of things quickly come into my mind. That's why I have to slow my pace down and get it correctly so that I can give it to you the way that is you can kind of feel at ease with it, get a balance with it. But passion, causes you to keep on learning. And not only does it cause you to keep on learning, it causes you to work towards mastery. It causes you to keep on learning, and it causes you to work towards mastery. Because mastery of self is what life is all about. Mastery of self means mastery of your thinking. And once you master your thinking, then you're there. That's bringing out your godhood. That's bringing out your potential. That's bringing out your reality. Mastery of self is the goal for each individual who's here. Now, mind you, most of us are not about healing. We're about making excuses. We're about giving in and giving up, complaining, pointing the finger. But we must man up and woman up and get more passionate about who we really are. We must show more love. We must be more in harmony with ourselves, which is the good passion. So, family, I would like to share with you some synonyms of passion. And some synonyms of passion, which is many, but right off the top, love is a passion. Adore is a passion. Desire, emotions, intensity, even obsession and lust is a synonym. Now, antonym is opposite, which means coldness, indifference, apathy, coolness. These are some antonyms of passion. And we must know the difference because everything has opposites: good, bad, up, down, east, west, north, south, light, darkness. It's all good. It's all on the same line. but they're on opposite ends. But the key to it all is to get to the middle, so you can not be too much of this or too much of that, because you might have to go to either side depending on the situation. So never say that I'll never. Never say I'll never, or don't say I'll never, because you might have to. Have you done some things that you say that I'll never do? Why? Because you felt it was necessary. Fulfilling your purpose is the key to it all, and that's personal. So always be open and flexible, because you might have to, but it's all about the purpose. Jesus did some things. You know, Prophet Muhammad did some things. Moses did some things that they wouldn't ordinarily do, but they felt it was necessary to fulfill the purpose. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why the Most High, our Creator, gives us choices. And what does the saying, how does the saying goes? Choose you this day, says the Lord. Remember that? So let's get busy to regain our balance and then pass it on. That's what you call love with respect. So, family, again, passion is what gives you some powerful things here, some things that we must acknowledge. And passion gives us three major things. Three major things. Number one, it gives you boundless energy. Boundless energy. It gives you intense, single-minded focus. Intense, single-minded focus. And the third is it gives you the willpower to overcome any obstacle. Wow. Wow. So, family, look at the importance of being passionate. To understand what passion really means. Doesn't mean to be a fool. It doesn't mean to go in things blindly. It doesn't mean to turn this thing around to a negative thing, especially towards ourselves and each other. Passion is a beautiful thing if you execute it properly, according to the eagles that we are. Again, let me say that because it makes me feel good to be able to say this and to give it to you freely. There's three things that passion gives you. Number one, boundless energy. Intense, single-minded focus. And the willpower to overcome any obstacle. And we have done that. Our ancestors have done that. But guess what? What's better than better? Better. We can always do better. Take it to another level, in other words. Every generation should get better. You build on what is given to you or that's left for you. Build on it. And that's how you honor and represent those before you. And we have to be about that so that we can be blessed. Because we are them. We are the ancestors having a human experience. I can't say that enough. And we must understand that. I don't care what religion you are. Religion is what tricks us up. You know, it's all spooky. When religion is nothing but binding back to your reality. from the original state of mind, your spirituality. So if Broad Street is the destiny or destination for all religions, which is the spiritual, then there's many ways to get there. So why do one religion feel they got the only answer? When you feel that you have the only answer, you are separating yourself from everybody else. And this is what's happening too much of. Don't let these people in the pulpit, if they're not teaching unity, they're teaching separation. It doesn't matter what religion you call yourself. Spirituality is the key. Religion is just a way of life to get to the spiritual. I choose this way, you chose that way, but the key is to get to the destination. There's only one creator. It doesn't matter what you call him. God, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, even Buddha, or whatever. It doesn't matter. The force, the most high, does not matter what you call it. It's only one. Don't you have more than one name? Depending on who you're around, but it's still you, isn't it? So don't get tricked up off of the name. Get into what it represents. And we must all be about the business to bring out our godhood. That's all that matters. Everything else, it's whatever. So we had too many falls, family. Every generation had a fall, and it started, if you want to go in Genesis, in the beginning, which means in the beginning. It started then, when man started being disobedient. Once man started being disobedient, the whole environment of the world was off. Then we started doing things that's not godly. And it says, in the beginning, let the food from the tree be your meat. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, beans, rice. It doesn't matter. As long as it grows from the earth. And then it says, let the herbs from the fields be the healing of the nation. It did not say synthetic drugs. That the people who don't look like us, they don't have a problem taking that. Because maybe their system can take it. But ours cannot take it. That's why you have so many side effects. Natural herbs does not give you side effects. It jives with your system. Why does it jive with your system? Because this body came from the earth. Energy. And energy recognizes itself. It did not say eat meat, animals. You're eating animals' muscles, animals' fat, animals' ligaments, animals' veins and arteries, and different parts, the liver, the neck, and the ears and the feet and all this kind of stuff. Wait a minute, family. When you kill an animal, it's dead. Death cannot promote life. Use your God-given senses. I know it's hard for you to listen to what I'm saying. I know that we became addicted to this death stuff. That's why we're suffering so much. We are being disobedient. In the beginning, all creatures ate from the earth. All creatures ate from the earth. But when man started being disobedient, he threw everything off. So we must fight hard and smart with the process of getting back to our reality as children of God. We must do that, and we must do it together. Who can heal us better than us? Here we are, have the audacity to go to the enemy to heal us. They can't make no money on healthy people. They got to get you sick. They got to trick you up. They got to flip you inside out, upside down, and throw you in a box. And everywhere you move, there's a dead end. You got to come out of the box and get on the 360 and keep it moving. Because we are 360. We're not squares, rectangles. No, we're 360. With the pyramid in the middle of the 360, the 3 points. Right thinking, right giving, right eating. Man, woman, and child. With the eye of God in the middle. All religion came from us. All knowledge came from us. All science, math, writing, thinking, reasoning, caring, respect, love, health. Everything came from us, and we taught everybody else because they came later. But what they did is they learned from us and flipped it on us. And then they claimed it. Now they're the masterminds and everything. We need to teach our children the truth. Study your history. You'll know exactly where I'm coming from. They say if you know your history, then you'll know where I'm coming from. But most of us don't know our history. It's a requirement to know theirs. You better get it if you want to pass in these schools or get ahead or get a job. You know, they even mislead us in religion. Then they say that God should be in your image and your likeness. Why our God always look like somebody else? And they tell us, well, color doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, then tell the truth. Hair like lamb, feet like burning brass, which is black, eyes like fire. That's red eyes because of the sun. That's us. Everybody else came later. They were the ones that spread all the disease. Disease means not at ease. We got to get back to our reality, family. And I'm not afraid to say what I need to say because I'm representing. It's not even about me anymore. I'm a team player. I'm representing the Creator and the ancestors. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I'd be doing what most people doing out there, chasing a ghost, chasing things. Things is nothing but dirt. It goes right back to the dirt. It came from the dirt, it goes back to the dirt. This body came from the earth and it goes back to the earth. But our 98% goes back to the source. The mental and spiritual goes back to the source. You can't destroy it. It only transforms. Transformation. Everything that exists is moving. And if it's moving, it's changing. So why do the majority of us fight to stay the same? That's why we catch so much hell. We got to keep it moving, but moving with a purpose. And the purpose should be coming from a frame of reference of our ancestors, our glorious ancestors. So family, that's why every Saturday I share with you the subject matter that is very, very important and necessary for us to regain our balance. Because we've been tricked, lied to, miseducated, misguided, misdirected, miss everything. And so, therefore, everything became a mystery. Mystery means what? You just missed the story. So we must get it, and once you get it, it's a story. That's why our people were geniuses. They put everything in story form. Why? Because you can remember stories. But unfortunately, how we internalize it, how we perceive it, and how we what do you call it? How we process it is totally against ourselves. This is how deeply programmed and delusional we are, and uh, hallucinating that we are. Delusional means you see the thing, but you interpret it as something else. Hallucinating means that you don't have a sense of no reality whatsoever. So, which one are you? Get in the mirror and ask yourself and be honest. So, family, I strongly encourage you to step it up because we're losing our future and we're blaming our children for what's going on. They didn't come here like that. They ended up like that because something that we could have done that was better for them to have a better foundation to represent us and not represent the devil. The devil is not always a person, but the devil is always a mindset. So let's get our signals correct, family. We are the original people, so we had to come directly from God. They're not going to tell you that because they want to keep you being a sinner, a wretched, and all that kind of nonsense. That's crazy. If I have transformed, how am I still a sinner? If I have transformed, how am I still a wretched? You go to AA and NA, no matter how much you didn't take none of that stuff, it could be 20, 30, 40 years, and when you go there, you still got to say, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a drug addict. Isn't that a contradiction? That means you didn't transform. Never allow anybody to define you. That's why I say follow no man. Follow your own mind. And then join your mind with other minds. Because when you multiply yourself with yourself, it's still one. So family, let's do all we can to get our balance back. And I'm here to motivate you, inspire you, and encourage you to do that. You don't have to believe everything I say. Take it and check it out for yourself. So, passion pushes positive hormones through your system. And it causes you to be successful at whatever you put your mind to. It pushes positive hormones in your system, which causes you to be successful. So let's be successful. In conclusion, family, we must be passionate about honoring and representing our Creator and our glorious ancestors who always want the best for us. We must be intentional. We must do all we can to learn and then teach. And you don't even have to have a degree. These dumbass schools say that you can't do nothing unless you have this piece of paper. I'm not going to allow anybody to define me. All learning is from within, not from this piece of paper. Because we got a lot of dumbass educated people. Don't be fooled by their titles. Look at what they're doing. That's all that matters. So in conclusion, family, we must be willing to develop the passion to respect and love ourselves and one another. We must fight hard and smart to do that. Not only that, me personally, I will always have the passion to be a servant to you, to our people. You have to have it to give it. All leaders are mentors. They avoid separation. They avoid politics. They avoid turnover. They bring things together and give people their due when they do the right thing. Everybody needs encouragement, acknowledgement. So let's do that for one another, family. Let's get our children and embrace them so that we can have a glorious future. Find a way to be about progress and get your blessings. Family, I love you. I bless you and I want you to prosper. Do your best and let God do the rest. Life is for the living. Let the dead bury the dead. And death is not always physical, it's more mental. If your mind ain't right, there's no way you can be spiritual because your mind is the gateway to the spiritual. So get your mind right. That's why they say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So do your best and let God do the rest. You got to know when to hold and know when to fold. How do you know when to hold and know when to fold? You have to have a sharp discerning spirit to know the difference so you won't be using emotions. Keep your head towards the universe where all strength comes from and never give up and never, ever, ever, ever give in, no matter how things seem. Because everything is, always was, and always will be in divine order. God does not make any mistakes, but we do. But when you learn from your mistakes, it's all good. So keep on growing and keep on learning. You can't go wrong. And learning can be painful. But guess what? You got to get to the storm to get to the calm. You cannot beat the blessings. Keep your lights on and keep them bright at all times because we got a lot of people who are professionals at putting people's lights out. So be careful with the ones who are not right, but you care for them. Because one thing about real people, we love deep and we love hard. But don't be a fool. Family, happy new journey. Happy new you. Happy new life. Until the next time, this is Dr. Sadiki Baye, your servant at all times. Love with respect. Hotep, Baraka, and peace.